Good morning, everyone. We're out here fishing again. We're gonna try for a little bit more bass. Last time, actually we're doing the exact same setup as last time. We're gonna be using this garage sale find, this ultralight whatever something or another with a worm, fake worm, wacky rigged. And we're gonna try and catch some bass. We did okay last time. We're gonna try and do it again. Alright, so currently we're casting out into the water, but it's so windy that it's causing all the bait we're casting to come back. So we're gonna see if we can't find a different spot. Alright, so we're down by a little bit more still water over here. It looks pretty calm. I can see a few minnows and whatnot. So we're gonna see if we can't throw out a worm and catch something. We got a good bit of wind out here. The wind is coming from that direction, so we will be fishing in that direction, casting out with the wind. Hopefully, since the water's all flowing that direction, we'll catch something trying to swim upstream. I haven't got to fish in this side of the bridge yet because it's typically busy, so that'll be fun and exciting, a little new. So we're down here at the end of the bridge, and what I have noticed is there's a lot of top water action going on. So hopefully we'll throw something out in this still patch. We'll throw out with a worm and get something to bite on it. I'm hearing a lot of fish coming up, but it's so windy I can't really see the ripples disturbing the water. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. There's a lot out over there, but we're gonna try here first. And we're gonna throw out some line, see what happens. It's so windy that my worm is just going on the top of the water. So I'm gonna add a little weight, few inches, 8 or so inches away from it. And we're gonna see if I can't get it to lower down any better and try to ride bottom a little bit more. Alright, so we got a little weight on there. We're gonna see if we can't sink this worm a little bit faster and see if we can't go along bottom. Well, it looks like that little weight put a lot of extra fly on it. Alright, something I am noticing is there's a small line of bubbles that will just zip across one way and then zip back the next, and it's kind of making this weird pattern. So I'm thinking I have a group of otters around where I'm fishing at. So I may have to find another fishing spot just because I don't want to compete with the otters. I have seen otters in this lake before, but it was further down the way. I guess since the otters are on this side of the bridge, I might try to cast into the wind on the other side of the bridge and see if I can't get anything back. Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, the water's looking pretty choppy out there today. Oh, I think an otter just popped up over there. Let's do a little bit more fishing and see what happens. It's so windy, I'm a little too worried to put the GoPro up there. I'm casting out into the wind, it just flies right back at me. But we'll see if we can't get anything done. Alright, I think the water right where I'm on, well, most of this bridge is just too choppy. I don't think any fish would be around. I think they would be too tired. So I think there's a little still spot over there along the bank. We're gonna try and fish that, see what happens. It's got a little bit of a cove, so hopefully that will keep the water from splashing too much. Alright, we're on the other side of the bridge. I say the other side, it's the other side on the short side, not the long ways. There's this little cove right here, and you can see the water difference. There's all that choppy water out there, and then this line that scoops, and right along the bank the water comes down a little bit. So we're gonna try fishing right in here and see if we can't get anything. Pretty shallow over there. I think it's a little deeper right in here. My only thing is I gotta be careful because there's a lot of dead wood right under where I'm fishing. So I have to make sure I don't snag the wood. Alright, it's getting to be about midday. I think prime fishing time has passed. water's kind of choppy. So I'm gonna call it a day. I've had fun out here. Hey everyone, we're here today trying to catch some more fish. The fishing spot is pretty active, but we're gonna see what we can do. Active is in people, not fish. But maybe we can get one or two. Now I've chosen a spot out here that has some brush and a lot of, well, brush and places for fish to hide. I'm using a ultralight, I think it is, something other, some garage pole. We'll see what we get. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a massive catfish right there under the water where that red string is tied. That's somebody's, but I don't know whose. Did you tie a line?
That's my stringer there. There's a catfish on the end.
Yeah, that's a...
Yeah, I'll just make sure it's all good.
Well, anyways, that's a gentleman's catfish tied to a stringer. I'm gonna leave it alone. So, we tried fishing at the last spot, didn't have a whole lot of luck. So I found this down tree, and it looks really good. So, there's the tree down right there. There's lots of minnows around it. We're gonna try that out. I got this little worm rigged up, wacky style, and we'll see what happens. Oh, come on. Well, we got a fish, but it pulled it under the tree, and now the line's stuck there. Right, I'm going to try and cast a little further out. We'll see what happens. Scratch that. I'm going to cast along the bank, and we'll see what happens. Scratch that, scratching, and scratching. I'm going to cast into what I just saw was a little fish accent. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going to try a clean cast straight out into the middle of nothing, and we'll see what happens. I want to cast over to my right, but there's some trees, so we're going to try and cast from the side and see what happens. Alright, no luck on this worm at this spot, so we're going to try a different spot. Well guys, that's been me fishing. Caught one bass. I'm not sure if I actually recorded it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I might record a little bit more, might not. See what happens. See you later. Alright. Count of the day. We got one bass, seen one catfish, had a lot of bites, missed a lot, found our old crankbait, which is sweet, and that's it. But that's a really good day for me. First fish caught in like 20 years, so cool. All right, well, thanks for joining. Catch you later.